Royal snub. Kate and William to scrap tradition of dividing Christmas between two families. Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge and Prince William will no longer divide Christmases between their respective families as they once traditionally did, it has been claimed. Since their marriage in 2011, the Cambridges have made a concerted effort to divide where they spend Christmas each year. Like most married couples, they agreed to switch where they went year on year, dividing the time equally between both families. But it has been reported they will now only spend the special day with the Windsors. It is thought they don't want to miss another Christmas with the Queen and Prince Philip and will spend Christmas Eve and Christmas Day in Sandringham on the Queen's estate. An insider told Us Weekly, moving forward, Kate and William will continue to do Sandringham every Christmas Eve and Day as opposed to alternating like they used to. The source added the pair will visit the Middletons in Berkshire later in the festive season. They continued, "That's the plan this year too." With the Queen and Philip's advancing ages, skipping years isn't an option anymore. Queen Elizabeth turned 92 this year and Prince Philip celebrated his 97th birthday. Meanwhile, the Duke of Edinburgh's health worries earlier this year have also raised concerns. Prince Philip underwent hip replacement surgery that forced him to skip the family's Easter service in April. He did, however, attend Prince Harry's May 19 wedding to Meghan Markle. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex will attend Christmas at Sandringham, alongside other members of the royal family. Despite reports Meghan's mother Doria Ragland would also attend, it's been revealed she was not formally invited. A source previously told Us, she is, of course, welcome at Sandringham. But she wasn't formally invited for this Christmas. It is extremely rare for a non-royal to spend Christmas at the Queen's Norfolk estate. On December 20 the Queen arrived in Norfolk by train to begin her Christmas break, travelling without the Duke of Edinburgh. She caught the 10:42 Great Northern service from King's Cross Station in London and arrived at Platform 2 in King's Lynn on time, at 12:31 p.m. Shielding herself from the elements, the Queen donned a brown coat, black gloves and a headscarf. Christmas time is here, and the families all around the world will celebrate the special event. So is the Christmas tree a royal tradition? The royal family traditionally spends Christmas and New Year at Sandringham House, the Queen's country estate in Norfolk. They have plenty of fun and quirky traditions, from gag gifts to an all-night game of charades. And, as you'd imagine, they have some magnificent Christmas trees. Is the Christmas tree a royal tradition? Queen Charlotte, consort of George III, is thought to have introduced the Christmas tree to the royal family during their reign in the 1800s. Queen Victoria and Prince Albert loved the tree, and their fondness for the custom helped spread the popularity throughout the country. Today, the Queen and the royal family will usually put the final touches on their Christmas tree. They have more than one in Sandringham, usually two, but with all that space at their beautiful estate, you can only imagine how far the decorations might reach. On Christmas Eve, the royal family lay out their presents on trestle tables and will exchange their gifts at tea time. They are fond of jokey gifts, with Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, once giving Harry a grow-your-own-girlfriend kit. Prince Harry once gave his granny, the Queen, a show cap which read, "Live to BCH." All members of the royal household will receive Christmas presents from the Queen, and Her Majesty will personally hand out presents to some members of the royal household at Buckingham Palace and at Windsor Castle. Continuing the tradition from her father, King George VI, and her grandfather, George V, the Queen also gives Christmas puddings to her staff. About 1,500 Christmas puddings paid for by the Queen are distributed to staff throughout the palaces, staff in the court post office and palace police. Each pudding is accompanied by a greeting card from the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh. The Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh also send around 750 Christmas cards, which will usually feature a family photo. The card is signed Elizabeth R. and Philip and features their official ciphers. Family, friends, and members of the royal household will likely be the recipients of the royal Christmas card, but British and Commonwealth Prime Ministers, Governor-General and High Commissions may also be sent one. The Duke of Edinburgh has a further 200 cards sent out at Christmas to different regiments and organizations close to him. On Christmas morning, they all head to the morning church service at St. Mary Magdalene, Sandringham, a country church visited by the Queen's great-great-grandmother Queen Victoria, which dates back to the 16th century.